Hey guys, it's Taylor from Count. And one of the biggest problems that we know organizations face is how to use data well within a team, especially a team with a wide range of skill sets. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how Count is designed to solve that very problem and make it easier for everyone on your team to work well with data. So I'm starting off here in the Workspace, and as you can see, Count is structured as a series of projects. Within each project, I have notebooks, data sets, team members, and permissions on those team members. This makes projects a great way to collaborate because you can bring together a group of users around a specific set of data and they can share notebooks and analysis with each other as needed. This means you're not sending around spreadsheets or wondering if you're looking at the latest version of the data because everything you need is right here in one place. And one of the biggest ways you can leverage projects is by defining data models within your projects. So if we look at the data in this project here, we can see we have 5 different tables all about movies. And these are all coming from this admin area project. And that's where the workspace admins, in this case, have brought the data in, done some cleaning and transformation, and gotten it all ready for us for this project to just worry about analyzing the data, and we can leave the cleaning for them. Now, the second part of building a data model is the schema. So you have the option of customizing the schema here, and this is where you can define the relationships between all these tables. And this means any user can automatically join data from any of these tables without exactly specifying the join. You still can specify a join if you want, but the schema makes it easier for people who aren't as familiar with SQL or even those who are just looking to query even faster. By defining your schema, you're also standardizing your queries because it means the same way that I'm bringing these two tables together is going to be the same way that you're bringing these two tables together. So now let's take a look at some of the notebooks in this project. So at Count, we've worked hard to make sure that our notebook and the wider platform helps users across a wide range of skill levels and objectives to do more with data. So we know that there are often times where you or your teammates just need to come and get answers that you trust really quickly so that you can go and make decisions in the business. They might not always want to come to the tool to build a query from scratch or to start a new notebook, but they need to be able to come in and get the answers that they need and trust very quickly. So in this example, we're able to structure our notebook so it's really clear for someone coming to this page, what is the objective, what is the answer they should be taking away from it, and what's the data to back it up. Now at any point, they can also unhide these different cells and they can see exactly how these queries were built so that they have full trust in the answers that they're seeing. In addition to just communicating and interpreting data, we've done quite a bit of work to make analyzing data easier for the whole team. So I'll start a new notebook so that we can start talking about how to query data yourself. So building queries in Count is something where the notebook is quite unique because it offers a few different options for users to build queries based on their preferences and skill levels. So the easiest way to build a query is through drag and drop. This means that I can just come to the left-hand side, drag in the columns that I want to analyze. I can customize them, and I can quickly turn that into a visual. And now within a few clicks, I've got a nice looking visual, and I've not had to write a single line of code. Now this was a pretty simple example because both of these columns were coming from this single movies table, but because we've defined our schema, I can bring in genre name. And just like that, I've got this split out by genre, and we know that this is doing a join that's defined in our schema in our project. Now that we've built this cell, we can see that it shows up on the left-hand side, and this means it's yet another table that we can query in addition to our base tables. This means it's really easy to build complex queries, again, without writing a single line of code. But we know that there are people who will want to write in SQL, and in order to do that, you can always switch into code mode, and now you can write full SQL as complex as you want right here in the page. And you can even start the way we did by dragging and dropping the columns that you want and then converting to SQL, and that'll save you quite a bit of time. Now, there's a third way to query, and this is using our own language called Notebook SQL. And so what we've done is we've optimized SQL for a notebook so that you don't have to write a lot of the repetitive elements of SQL down the page. So for example, if I wanted to write this query in Notebook SQL, all I would need to do is type the table name and column name in any of the functions that we have. And as you can see, I didn't need to define a from, a group by, or anything like that. It's all right here. So this makes Notebook SQL really great for a few different types of users. So one is someone who's looking to just up their game in analytics. They want to be able to write more complex functions. Then you can do that here. Another is someone who is new to SQL and they don't quite know all the intricacies of writing complex SQL. Notebook SQL will be a much simpler option. And three is even for people who are pros at SQL, this is much quicker than writing full SQL. So I've linked some references for Notebook SQL down below, so you go ahead and have a play with that, but it all takes under 10 minutes to get started. So there you have it. We've covered some great ways to supercharge your team's use of data, including data models and projects, creating really contextful and informative notebooks, and the variety of ways that you can build your own queries and insights within a notebook. If you have any questions or comments about what was covered, drop us a line below in the comment section. Otherwise, that's it from me. I will see you guys next time.